Good Tuesday evening, December 3rd, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. 2 people are in custody for allegedly providing drugs that contributed to the death of a Moses Lake man. A 2-car accident last night in Quincy sent 3 people to the hospital and led to possible DUI charges for the driver accused of causing it. Another day of clouds and cool temperatures tomorrow with warmer readings in the forecast late this week and especially this weekend. Your local weather details are straight ahead. Eastmont School District Superintendent Becky Berg announced at last night's school board meeting that she will retire on January 1st, citing a need to focus on the medical needs of her family. Berg has been leading the district for the last 2.5 years, helping create the strategic plan and what is called the professional learning communities. Spencer Taylor, the current executive director of elementary education, was named interim superintendent at the same meeting. A permanent replacement for Berg will be discussed by the board in future meetings. 2 people are in custody for allegedly providing drugs that contributed to the death of a Moses Lake man. Police early Monday arrested 57-year-old Marla Duplichan at a residence in the 4600 block of Road U Southeast near Warden. Another suspect, 42-year-old Joshua Jenkins, was arrested later in a traffic stop. Investigators say drugs recovered at the Warden home included 1.5 pounds of heroin, 7 ounces of fentanyl, and more than 270 fentanyl pills. Both Duplichan and Jenkins were charged with controlled substance homicide in the death of 44-year-old Moses Lake resident who was found dead October 31st. They remain held in the Grant County Jail. Commissioners of the Chelan-Douglas Port Authority approved creation of a tax increment financing district last week. The port expects to collect about $115,000 in 2026 from the TIF within the Pangbourne industrial area. The amount should rise to about $1 million collected in 2028, with a maximum of $89 million over 25 years to pay for public improvement projects within the district. Douglas County's Board of Commissioners had opposed the TIF, saying it appeared to conflict with state law. The port denied that allegation, and its commissioners voted in favor of the new taxing district unanimously on November 26th. The annual Shop with a Cop event took off this morning, featuring officers from different departments in the valley. The event took place at Hooked on Toys for the 6th consecutive year, with 12 3rd and 4th grade students from John Newberry Elementary each assigned an officer. Students were then taken to the Wenatchee Valley Tech Center to wrap their gifts and enjoy a meal. When we come back, an appeals court has turned aside a request to overturn the conviction of a man found guilty in a Wenatchee drug conspiracy. And the Leavenworth National Fish Hatchery is among aging water delivery stems in the West that will share an $849 million federal investment. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Are you a good listener? Do you stay curious when exploring conflicts? Can you manage emotions in stressful situations? Do you want to help people create solutions that work for each person's needs, lives, and culture? We need people like you to learn to be volunteer mediators, and we're here to help. Contact your local dispute resolution center to discuss your interests and learn about training opportunities.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza. Between juggling groceries, preparing meals, and lending a helping hand, you're a hero without a cape. But who's there to support you? Aging and Adult Care honors caregivers like you, the relatives, friends, and neighbors, helping loved ones remain safely at home. Aging and Adult Care offers chore services, respite, personal care, and more. Serving Chelan, Douglas, Grant, Lincoln, Adams, and Okanagan counties, call Aging and Adult Care at 1-800-572-4459 for caregiver support.
A two-car accident last night in Quincy sent 3 people to the hospital and led to possible DUI charges for the driver accused of causing it. The Washington State Patrol says that at about 8:45 p.m., a Toyota Camry being driven by 72-year-old Catherine M. Conan of Quincy was traveling south on Road S Northwest when the Camry ran through a stop sign at the intersection with Highway 28 and then collided with a Toyota Sienna minivan that was carrying 7 people. The driver and 2 passengers in the Sienna were taken to Quincy Valley Hospital with undisclosed injuries. Conan was not injured but faces charges of DUI and vehicular assault. Both autos were totaled in that accident. An appeals court has turned aside a request to overturn the conviction of a man found guilty in a Wenatchee drug conspiracy. 36-year-old Casey Calvin Cooper was convicted last year of possessing fentanyl with intent to distribute. He was among 5 Wenatchee Valley men charged in the case, 2 of them indicted in federal court. Police caught Cooper with more than 100 fentanyl pills in a hotel room at the Wenatchee Red Lion. He was sentenced to just over 3 years in prison after his trial in Chelan County Superior Court. In his appeal, Cooper argued his right to remain silent was violated when Drug Task Force detectives testified about his refusal to open the hotel room door to answer a search warrant. The Washington Court of Appeals ruled today that the police testimony didn't amount to a constitutional violation. Cooper remains in state DOC custody. The Leavenworth National Fish Hatchery is among aging water delivery stems in the West that will share an estimated $849 million in federal investment. The U.S. Department of the Interior announced today the investment package includes $40 million to completely replace the surface intake that currently channels water to the salmon hatchery from nearby Icicle Creek. That money would come from the Bureau of Reclamation. The allocation also goes towards circular tanks to foster salmon at the Winthrop Fish Hatchery, which is part of the Leavenworth Hatchery complex. Another $4.5 million will go to planning and designing a new liner for the West Canal near Quincy, which delivers irrigation water from the Columbia Basin project. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, and as part of our holiday series on local artisans, we highlight KR Farms, makers of soaps, lotions, and body care products. More fog and low clouds tomorrow before we see warmer temperatures by the end of the week and beyond. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
Hey there folks, Blueberry Carrie here to invite you on out to experience Blueberry Hills. Of course, the food is fabulous, like our cheese splints, our famous French dip, our legendary Eggs Benedict, and unforgettable burgers. But we're more than just great food. People come from all over the world to experience what's been called one of the best destination restaurants in the Pacific Northwest. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
Enjoy a simpler time and place where the holidays bring family and friends closer together. Chelan Cellars and Sorrento's Restaurante on the shores of Lake Chelan. Join us this holiday season.
Come on up to the Winter Wonderland at Tipsy Canyon Winery. Thursdays feature live music, bonfires, spectacular lights, cozy vibes, and that now famous view. Add award-winning wines, and you've got it all right here. You've arrived in Tipsy Canyon country.
In tonight's feature story, KR Farms has been a local favorite for over a decade, offering handcrafted soaps, lotions, and body care products. Owner Ruth L. Irward presented her creations at the Pybus Public Market Holiday Market. KR Farms is gearing up for a milestone in early 2025, selling its 100,000th bar of soap. The celebration will include a contest with a soap loaf as the prize. For more details or to shop, visit krfarms.com or stop by Pybus Market. This is all part of a series on local artisans NCWLIFE News and the Wenatchee world are highlighting during the holiday season.
The name of my business is KR Farms Handcrafted Soaps and Lotions. So I make handcrafted soaps, lotions, kids soaps, body scrubs, body butters. I do everything that is homemade, has a lot of love in it, and I sell down here at the Pybus Market every weekend, year round. So I wanted to be part of Pybus when Pybus first opened. I've been selling soaps ever since that very first day, 11 years ago. I've made soaps for family and friends for years, but wanting to be part of the Pybus Market
inspired you to get into what you do right now?
I was looking for a hobby job, and I love the fact of homemade products. I think homemade products are healthy for your body, and again, I wanted to do something that I thought my customers would love. Because I was already making it for friends and family, that's when I decided to start selling it. I grow a lot of the herbs that are in my soap, so I have a very large garden at home. I grow the lemongrass, the lavender, the spearmint, the peppermint, and the roses. Those are all herbs that are in my soaps. They're also infused in my lotions too.
Oh, wow.
Soaps come in usually 15 cents. Right now I have about 20 because I love the holidays. The top sellers have the lotion, the body butter, and matching body scrub as well. And so the lotions are made with aloe, shea butter, jojoba, and coconut oil. There's no water and there's no alcohol in any of my lotions or my body butters. My body butters are made with chamomile extract, rosehip seed oil, and arnica. Arnica is a natural pain reliever, so that's great for arthritis in your hands and feet as well. I've sold gallons and gallons and gallons of lotion, but what's most exciting is that sometime in the first part of 2025, I will have hit my 100,000th bar of soap. So I'm going to be having a contest. The winner is going to win a loaf of soap, which if it's cut is 25 bars. Otherwise, I'll have a big loaf that they can cut as they like to, and they can choose any scent that they want. And so people should watch my Facebook account and see when that's going to start happening. But I'm thinking sometime between February and April, based on sales, I'm going to hit 100,000. The kid soaps are so awesome. So the kid soaps are 100% glycerin. They are non-scented. Moms like that. They also do not have any dye in them. So 100% natural. The idea is the kids have to wash and wash to get to the toy on the inside. So it's a great incentive. But I sell them to a lot of adults too. Sexy Man is one of my top sellers. It's the Cool Water men's cologne scent. So it's a really nice soap. Plus it's a fun name. Comes in a pumice scrub as well. So it comes in a lot of different scents. I do a lot of gift baskets. The men like to pick those up for the women with all the products in it. And then of course the kids. I sell a lot of these to the grandparents. They can't walk by without buying a soap for their grandchild. So the soaps, they take quite a while. You have to first measure out all the products, cook them down, and then combine them. After they're combined, they're pulled into a mold, it's a liquid mold. After 24 hours, the soap's set up so they firm. 24 hours later, I cut them, then they cure for 3 weeks. So it's a constant inventory management. What I'm making today, I'm not selling for 3 weeks down the road. Yeah.
How can people find you or more information about your business?
Absolutely. So they can go to my website, which is krfarms.com. I am local, so I am always down here at Pybus Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, again, year round.
And all on my other contact information, Facebook, it's all on my website, krfarms.com. They can order online. I have an online store. I do a 24-hour turnaround, local delivery in Wenatchee and East Wenatchee, especially during the holidays. If you don't want to get out and do your shopping, look at my website. I'm happy to deliver for you for free.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a fantastic Tuesday, and boy, it was another day of cool temperatures and a lot of this. Low-hanging clouds, some fog, in fact, a lot of patchy fog around our viewing area, especially over in Grant County. Looks like one more day for that kind of weather system. And as far as precipitation goes, here's your 10-day precipitation outlook, and it looks like we will be about normal in Washington State as far as precip goes, and that's over the next 6 to 10 days, going to about December 12th or so. So pretty much how we normally see it for this time of year. But temperature-wise, boy, we have been cool, but things are going to change. As we move into the middle part of December, we will be slightly above normal as far as temperatures go. Our normal high right now around 36 to 37 degrees, so it could be about 40 as we move into the middle part of December, I should say. So I think we'll all take that after being in the low to mid 30s here the past week or so. And today, no different. Unofficially, 35 degrees our high temperature, but that's just a degree below where we should be. 36 is our normal high. 57, our record set in 1975. 33 this morning. 27 is our normal low temperature, and our record low, it was set in 1984 at 6 degrees. Sunrise 7:30 this morning, and the sun set this afternoon at 4:11. All right, taking a look at what we can expect going into your Wednesday. Boy, it's going to be a lot like Monday and a lot like today temperature-wise. 36 for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 35 in Quincy, and then from Wenatchee all the way up through Highway 97, Eniat, Chelan, and Omak, all of us about 34 degrees tomorrow. Low 30s in Leavenworth, and 30 the high temperature for you folks up in Lake Wenatchee. Tonight, we can expect cloudy skies. There is still an area of high pressure in eastern Washington, but just a little tiny dab of clouds, and that extends from Wenatchee into Moses Lake and over into Spokane. Some patchy fog with lows around 30 tonight. For Wednesday, still cloudy, although I think we may see a peek at the sun. I don't know. Still cool on Wednesday with highs again in the mid-30s. And then as we get into the end of our week, things begin to change a little bit. High pressure still parked in eastern Washington, but we will warm up with a very strong southerly flow beginning to move up into the northwest. Upper 30s for high temperatures on Thursday. By Friday, still a lot of clouds out there. We may start the day with some morning fog. High temperatures once again above normal at around 40 degrees. And notice a lot of the blue, the colder temperatures beginning to erode away in western United States. For Saturday, cloudy skies, and yeah, it's going to be a rainy one in the morning. Things should clear up just a little bit in the afternoon, but look at those high temperatures for Saturday, all the way up into the upper 40s. So even with the rain, not going to feel too bad for Saturday. On Sunday, some clouds in the morning, maybe a scattered shower. High pressure moves back up into our picture. Will stay mild with mostly sunny skies in the afternoon. Won't that be nice? Mid to upper 40s for high temperatures as we end our upcoming weekend. And then by Monday, looking pretty good. Still a big ridge of high pressure over the Pacific Northwest. We are going to see all kinds of sun as we kick off our Monday. High temperatures still above normal into those mid-40s. All right, your 7-day forecast. 30 overnight tonight. Tomorrow, another carbon copy of Monday and today. 34, a little warmer with mostly cloudy skies on Thursday and 38 degrees. And then some morning fog for Friday, mostly cloudy and 40. Our real chance for precipitation will be on Saturday, a 60% chance of mainly morning showers, cloudy in the afternoon with 48 degrees our high. And then by Sunday and Monday, look at that. The sun returns, mostly sunny both days with high temperatures generally in the mid-40s. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Land to hold on here, and he will not.
Tune in to NCWLIFE channel for coverage of local sports this winter. Coverage is brought to you by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Biosports Physical Therapy, Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, and Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Watch Eastmont and Wenatchee Sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
Away, one-handed jab.
Seattle Kraken start a 4-game road trip in North Carolina tonight. The Kraken at Lenovo Center to face the Hurricanes in Raleigh. Prior to the game, Matty Beniers and Coach Dan Bilesma talked about where the team is right now.
Obviously, you're playing with Yanni, who's another center and guy who's responsible with the puck, plays hard, wins battles, does a lot of the little things right, and same with Schwartzy. So you got two guys that are played a long time, been around, know how to do the little things right, and so that helps. Every guy that they play with, that helps them. So I don't see it being any different tonight.
We're the last time we played Carolina, and anticipating tonight, it's a big boy game. It's going to be on the walls, it's going to be in the trenches, and you have to dig in and win those battles to have success against the Hurricanes. So the line combinations are adjusting to put people in spots where they're going to be in those competitions, be in those compete, be in the wall play that is critical against this team.
The game is on Kong TV after tonight. Seattle heads for the Big Apple to face the Islanders, New Jersey Devils, and the New York Rangers over the next 5 days. Well, the Seattle Seahawks are breathing a sigh of relief after returning from New York with an ugly win over the Jets Sunday. Seattle came from behind for a 26-21 victory in the Meadowlands. Assistant head coach Leslie Frazier met with the media Monday, saying the win showed the kind of leadership is within the organization.
Really good game for our team yesterday. Just a terrific win. We were in our team meeting just probably about 30 minutes ago, just talking about the perseverance and the resiliency of our players. Just a terrific win on the road. Just a great job by all of our guys. It starts with your leadership. Mike has done a really good job of building the culture here and really getting the guys focused and really getting their mindset where it needs to be able to go on the road and overcome some of the things that we overcame yesterday. And, of course, the leadership on your team, people like Leonard Williams, Jaron Reed, Gino, DK, just Tyler, different guys just stepping up and carrying that message into the locker room where guys always believe that we have a chance in every single ball game. So we have tremendous leadership on our team, and I think that's one of the reasons we've been able to persevere.
Frazier is filling in for head coach Mike McDonald this week while he and his wife Stephanie are on baby watch for their first child.
Really excited for Mike and Stephanie for what they're experiencing. My wife and I, we have 3 kids, so I remember those days, so really excited for him. But for me, Mike has put together a great foundation. It's just a matter of, getting out of the way and let the coaches do what they do and let the players do what they do. And we've got a good infrastructure set, and it should bode well for us as we go forward. When you get that call and, you're told that you're getting close. Close can mean a lot of things, and it's such an unknown right now. So we'll kind of play it by ear and just see what happens day to day. But it could be as soon as tonight. We could get a word tonight that the baby is here. It could be tomorrow. It could even be 2 or 3 days from now. But we'll be on guard. We're just praying that everything goes well, and we look forward to hearing the good news, and we'll adjust when we need to.
Seattle will travel to Glendale, Arizona Sunday to face the Cardinals in another battle for the top spot in the NFC West. Game is set to kick off at 1:05. I said yesterday it's on Fox. It's actually on CBS. Well, there is one college basketball game of note on the schedule for tonight. The Washington Huskies are in L.A. to face UCLA. That starts at 7:30. The game being broadcast on FS1. Basketball takes center stage in north central Washington tonight as the girls hoops. Eastmont welcomes Central Valley at 5:30 while Fred is at Moses Lake and Omak visits Othello. The 3 6 o'clock games have Tonasket at Liberty Bell, Bridgeport hosts Waterville Mansfield, and Davenport is at Lake Roosevelt. Wenatchee opens up the season at home tonight against Cascade, that at 7:30. The boys' schedule is a little more crowded with Pateros hosting Garden City Academy. Thorpe visits Cascade. The 7 o'clock games have Central Valley at Eastmont. Moses Lake hosts Ephrata, and Omak visits Othello. Later at 7:30, it's Tonasket at Liberty Bell. Bridgeport hosts Waterville Mansfield. Davenport plays at Lake Roosevelt. Kettle Falls hosts Oroville. Republic's at Soap Lake, and Moses Lake Christian travels to Wilson Creek. We're talking about basketball. The winter broadcast schedule also kicks off here tonight on the NCWLIFE channel as Eastmont plays host to Central Valley. Girls game streamed live. The boys will be streamed and on TV at 7 o'clock. I'll be courtside with your play-by-play. We'll have more hoops on Thursday with Grant Olson as he'll be courtside at Wenatchee High School for the Panthers and Brewster Bears. Both games will be streamed only with the girls at 5:30, the boys at 7 o'clock. Of course, Thursday night is hockey night here on the NCWLIFE channel. We'll have the boys game rebroadcast on TV Friday, the girls game on Saturday. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Tuesday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. When you have a second, we'd love for you to take our online survey about NCWLIFE news and programming. Your responses will help us better serve the North Central Washington community. You can find that survey on our website at ncwlife.com. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.